Hello, and welcome to this tutorial for the Drast School System Android application. The Drast School System is designed primarily for offline use, allowing all your data to be stored securely on your device's local storage. To protect your information, the app includes a built-in backup feature. We strongly recommend creating regular backups by downloading a backup file and storing it safely in a secure location, such as Google Drive or a USB flash drive. This ensures your data can be restored whenever needed. You install the application from the Google Play Store and open it in your phone. It will take you to a login screen. As a first-time user, you have to sign up and create an account. I'm going to tap Sign Up. In the sign-up form, make sure to include your title as Mr. or Mrs. with your full name. Then, fill out the other fields as follows. When you're done, tap on the Register and Continue button. It will take you to the first step of the school setup wizard. That is to select an academic year. You continue on filling up the required fields, up to step number 5. In step 5, if one of your colleagues has already registered your school, it should appear in the registered schools list. All you do is to select and continue. Or, if you are the first user from your school, you should be the one to register your school name. When you are done, tap Register and Select button. You will be directed to the home screen. On the bottom navigation bar, you'll find 5 tabs: Home, Classes, School, Reports, and Options. You tap on School tab, and tap again the 3 dots icon or more icon on the top right corner and set up your school grading scale. You can modify or add other grading standards based on how you do in your school. I am going to remove F grading. Then set 0 to 34.9 for E grading, and 35 to 54.9 for D grading. And then tap Apply and Save button. That's how you do based on your school grading standards. Now let's go to Options tab and go to your profile on the very top button. Let's save a signature. This signature will be printed on every necessary PDF downloads as a class teacher's signature, and we are going to cover that part very soon in this same tutorial. After saving the signature, tap on the Classes tab to add your class. I'm going to add Class 7 and Grade 7. Class teacher's name is already there, as how you've recorded when you're signing up. You can add more than one class by tapping on the plus sign again. To record your students' names, tap on the last button labeled Class. It will take you to a class screen. Tap on the plus sign to add your first student. In the student register form, we've got a number of fields. However, you can fill out only a few and then update the other empty fields later on. I'm going to fill out a full name, gender, province, and district. When you are done, tap the Add button to save your first student. To add the next student, tap on the plus sign again. And then repeat the same steps until you save all your students into the application. I'm going to record a total of 5 students in this tutorial. When you are done, tap on Subjects label above. That is where you record all the subjects offered to this class. Short form is simply as the abbreviation of the subject. Standard mark is referred to the marks you are required to collect for this assessment period. And then tap on Configure button to save the subject. Again, follow the same steps until you save all your subjects. In this tutorial, I will add a total of 4 subjects. To add the assessments, tap the plus sign on each subject, for example, for language. It will take you to the subject assessment screen. I will add Test 1 as an example for this language subject. Let's say it's out of 25. Now, when the assessment is done and you want to record the marks, tap again on the plus sign on the assessment. That's where you record your students' marks. When you are done, tap the Save and Close button. I'm going to add one more, an assignment out of 20. Tap on the plus sign on the assignment again to record the student's marks and tap the Save and Close button. I'm pausing this video to record assessments to the other subjects. For social science, I've recorded 3 assessments. On the top, you'll see a Download SAPs button. That's where you download the SAPs for this subject. I've just downloaded a social science SAPs in PDF with the 3 assessments recorded. It is saved to the phone storage, and you can do this even without an internet connection. Alright, let's go back to the application. And all the way back to the classes list. The first button is the Observe button. You tap the Observe button to do students' observations on the areas under work effort and ethical values. It's so simple. You tap on the student's name and select between excellent, good, satisfactory, and needs improvement. For the next student, you scroll up, then select again the student's name, and you do the same. Continue with this until you do observations for all your students. I hope you've understood this observations part already. In the School tab again, in 3 dots or more vertical icon, there's a section for the head teacher's signature. It is also saved and printed in the PDF reports where necessary. Let's set up one as an example. Now, tap on the Reports tab. You'll see the list of students. You can select between the classes above. Select a student name and scroll down to the bottom. That's where you type the recommendations and remarks for the student. There are some preset comments where you can start with, or you can go ahead and type your own. The preset comments are in a set of 5. Which means 5 preset comments for grading A, and another 5 for B, then C, and so on. You again select the students one by one to write their comments, as you have done with the observations. That's about the comments section. For now, let's go to the section for taking the student's daily attendance check. Once again, tap on the Class button and go to the Attendance tab. Select the appropriate term, for example Term 3. And then select the date. By default it displays the today's date. After the date is selected, and since most of the students used to present, the simplest way is to select All Present button and then scroll down to change a few who were absent or excused. Remember, and take note of this, you have to start the attendance check from week 1, because the application automatically labels the first week of the attendance check as week 1 of the selected term. For example, if you start your attendance check from week 6, the application will label your week 6 as week 1 in the PDF report. In this example, we start from Monday, the 6th of July, which means that will be the week 1 of term 3 in our attendance reports. We are almost done with the application features. The last part is to go and check out the PDF reports. The RC1 Port button is where you download the whole class report cards and a portrait layout. And the RC2 Land button is where you download the whole class report cards and a landscape layout. The head teacher and class teacher's signatures are already printed in all the reports. The attendance button downloads the termly attendance reports for individual students. It's confirmed that 6th of July to the 10th of July is labeled as week 1 of term 3. The second button, labeled Graph, downloads the class overall performance in graph. In this example, all 5 students scored B's. That's why it doesn't look so interesting. The third button, labeled Cert, takes you to the screen of 4 attainment certificate templates. The first 2 certificates in landscape and the other 2 in portrait layout. Tap the Class button for the last time. The Biodata button downloads the student's biodata, which are known as record cards in some schools. They contain all details recorded about the students. The button labeled IDs generates the ID cards in PDF, already signed with the head teacher's signature and ready to be printed and laminated. In the Reports tab, and in each student's reports. And scrolling down all the way to the bottom, there are 5 more PDF buttons. Amongst them we have Verification Letter. For verifying a student as a student of this school, and it requires only a school stamp. The last one is a transfer letter, for a student who wishes to transfer to another school. It also requires a school stamp after it is printed. These other 3 buttons are the reports that we have seen already, however they are for this individual student. In the Options tab, there's a System Backup button. After recording all your data, to be on the safe side, please download the backup file and save it somewhere in your Google Drive or your flash drive. If anything happens, you can restore all your data by uploading the backup file in the System Backup section. If you're interested in the application, search Drast School System in the Google Play Store and check it out yourself. Thank you for watching and bye for now.